Tyson's career is filled with monsters, maniacs, and delusional challengers who believed they could intimidate the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Instead, they marched willingly into their own destruction. Today, you're about to witness how the king of the sweet science humiliated, dismantled, and reduced these loud-mouthed rats into broken bodies beneath his fists. The first of these deranged challengers exploded into Tyson's life in May 1986. Mitch Green, a volatile street gang leader with a history of violence and an ego that stretched beyond reason. Green didn't just hype himself up, he openly vowed to send Tyson to the other side, screaming threats that could have rattled lesser men. But Tyson's eyes on fight night burned with one clear mission: silence the scoundrel with something more powerful than words. The bell rang, and Tyson descended on Green like a predator playing with prey. Every punch was thrown with controlled fury, each one bending Green's face like iron meeting wet clay. Tyson's explosiveness was animalistic, a locomotive crashing forward with no brakes, battering Green until his face turned into something resembling abstract artwork splattered across canvas. And when Green finally sagged under the relentless assault, Tyson finished him with the cold indifference of an executioner carrying out a sentence. But Green's twisted pride refused to die. 2 years later, seething with humiliation, he hunted Tyson down on the streets of Harlem, hoping to reclaim his dignity. Instead, he learned the same brutal lesson: Tyson doesn't need ropes or a referee to destroy you. He beat Green senseless in the parking lot of a clothing store, once again proving that location means nothing. The lion kills wherever it stands. Then came Hurricane Peter McNeely, another loudmouthed hurricane spinning wildly with empty bravado. He barked threats, insulted Tyson, and promised to wrap him in a cocoon of horror. But what stepped into the ring that night wasn't a faded ex-champion. It was a sharpened weapon, a hardened beast carved by 3 years in prison, Tyson dripping with muscle and hunger. The bell rang and McNeely sprinted forward, hoping aggression would save him. It didn't. It took Tyson only seconds to detonate him, dropping the Irishman so violently that the entire arena gasped. McNeely rose, wobbling, still full of misguided bravery, and Tyson treated him like prey that refused to play dead. The final assault was ruthless, a blitz of hooks, uppercuts, and vicious combinations until McNeely's corner threw themselves into the ring to stop the slaughter. Tyson had returned, and the world felt the quake. But the most dangerous challenger Tyson faced wasn't a clown or a lunatic, but a brutal powerhouse named Donovan "Razor" Ruddock. Ruddock was built for destruction. He sucker-punched opponents, ignored sportsmanship, and carried one of the deadliest left hands in boxing. He convinced himself Tyson would crumble just like those before him, a catastrophic miscalculation. From the opening bell, Ruddock came to kill, hammering Tyson with bombs that shocked the crowd. Tyson staggered once, nodded, and invited more, a terrifying sight. Then he unleashed hell. Tyson surged forward in a berserker fury, delivering blow after blow until Ruddock's confidence evaporated. The punishment was biblical. Tyson cracked him with a counter that folded Razor across the ropes, sending him crashing downward like a puppet with its strings cut. Ruddock's spirit left his body long before the referee stopped the fight. Next came Larry Holmes, the former champion, the man who once humiliated Tyson's idol, Muhammad Ali, in one of the sport's saddest moments. Holmes believed experience would break young Tyson. He mocked him publicly, insulted him in interviews, and entered the ring with the arrogance of a man who thought he was untouchable. Tyson turned that arrogance into suffering. Every second of the fight was a slow, deliberate dismantling. Tyson cut the ring, slipped Holmes' jab, and hammered him with punches that rattled history itself. In round 4, Tyson unleashed a right hand so devastating that Holmes crumpled as if struck by lightning. He rose twice, only to be destroyed again, until the final knockout left him sprawled on the canvas in a heap. Tyson didn't just win, he avenged Ali and erased Holmes with merciless precision. Tyrell Biggs was next, an Olympic gold medalist who towered over Tyson and believed his reach and size would neutralize the champion. He bragged that Tyson was made for him. For a few early moments, his jab flickered with promise. Then arrogance betrayed him. Biggs got careless, started mocking Tyson, and Tyson responded like a man insulted. He closed the distance, detonated hooks on Biggs' ribs, and battered him into retreat. The breaking point came when Tyson smashed him with a brutal left hand that sent Biggs spiraling into oblivion. The giant collapsed and never recovered. Tyson stood over him like a god of war reclaiming his throne. Then came Frank Bruno, a carved-from stone specimen who believed his physique would intimidate the champion. Bruno vowed to knock Tyson out, into Don King's lap. But Tyson smelled the disrespect and entered the ring with violent purpose. Though Bruno landed some surprising early shots, his confidence evaporated the moment Tyson began digging into him with venomous hooks and uppercuts. Tyson broke him piece by piece until Bruno's corner threw in the towel, unwilling to watch their fighter be fed to the flames. And Tony Tubbs, another boastful contender who called himself one of the best heavyweights alive, received a short, brutal lesson in humility. Tyson stalked him with quiet aggression, and near the end of round 2 detonated a monstrous left hook that sent Tubbs collapsing like a building on weak foundations. It was quick. It was violent. It was Tyson. Tony Tucker, the towering giant with the granite chin, was one of the final men who thought he could bully Tyson. Tucker came to fight. He cracked Tyson with heavy shots, shook him, and even mocked him mid-fight. Tyson responded by unleashing the fury of a chained beast finally snapping free. He hammered Tucker with uppercuts that lifted him off his feet and hooks that echoed through the arena. When the final bell rang, Tucker's swollen face and trembling legs told the real story. Tyson dominated and walked away the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. These weren't just fights. They were executions delivered by a man who refused to be intimidated by madness, arrogance, or size. Every loudmouth who threatened him learned the same truth. Iron Mike Tyson wasn't the kind of fighter you insult. He was the kind you survived, if you were lucky. Thanks for watching this breakdown of Tyson's most savage punishments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments which legendary knockout you want covered next.